So this is our analysis of where Walmart is currently. First off, we want to discuss Walmart's strategy. At Walmart began their strategy by targeting rural markets before urban, which was new. Most people start in the cities and move out to the country. Walmart started in the country and moved to the city. They were also an early adopter of computing technology. They had one of the first really good ERP systems where they managed their inventory and were able to adjust quickly, keeping their inventory low and costs down. But overall, their main strategy was a price leader strategy.
The price leader strategy was really what drove all of the decisions that Walmart's made since the beginning of their company. That's what drove their decision to adopt technology early and to start in those rural markets. And everything else that they chose to do while they grew and while they innovated was to remember that the prices need to be low. They wanted to compete well with the other companies and do better than them. So the overall combination of those things is what made it really difficult for other companies to compete with them or to duplicate their strategy. It's all those things that were coherent and tied to that low price strategy that made it difficult to compete.
And that gets us to the second question, why haven't others successfully duplicated Walmart's strategy? Obviously, Walmart's success has more to do with just their lean processes or efficient use of resources. It was their overall combination of factors that contributed to their success, particularly as the things just mentioned, all of their different activities that were aligned to help them lead on price. Other stores are used to having higher prices and giving discounts often, but Walmart was different in the way that it marketed and advertised its products by continually advertising everyday low prices, and others also don't have one of the key advantages that Walmart benefited from by going into those rural communities by being the first mover advantage. It would be a huge cost to some of these other companies to try to move into some of these markets and then compete with a company like Walmart that's already well positioned. And it would be a very, very risky venture for them to enter into a Walmart dominated market.
Okay, so number 3, what threats do they face? I think new type of businesses enter the market, especially on online stores and Amazon. And also, I think the last threat they are struggling with is negative image from the public, pushing out smaller competitors, but also social issues and legal issues.
Important to remember, Walmart is the king of the brick and mortars. There has never been a store as big as Walmart, and there may never be another store as big as Walmart. They really don't face a lot of competition from the brick and mortar section. If they're going to lose, it'll be online. That's where everything is moving, and so far Walmart hasn't done as well as others in the online arena.
So number 4, is their advantage sustainable? So going along with the online, I think that increasing the online thing, and also the size of the company could be too big to continue the strategy at Amazon. So always think about innovation and creating different strategies to continue to move forward and be advantageous.
Right now, Walmart is competing most of the time in the brick and mortars with themselves. There are Walmarts next to each other almost 5 miles down the road. So when they can't continue to build at their current rate without something changing.
In terms of recommendations that we have for Walmart's present day growth, obviously one of the key challenges Walmart is facing, as referenced earlier, is internet sales and competing with companies like Amazon and making sure they're not losing too much ground there to make their company sustainable. So they're going to need to make sure they improve on that. They also need to remember their rural roots, and I think they're taking some steps to that end by focusing on the Buy American campaign. But again, they're getting a lot of opposition, as mentioned in the case, in some of these rural markets for accusations that they're trying to drive out local competitors, and they're setting prices below cost and doing some things that people have determined to be unfavorable. So I think they need to work on making sure that they control that image and that they're socially conscious to make sure that they can continue to operate effectively in those markets.
Thank you.